Here we go, Reggie Theus. Coach, just talk about tonight's win over Mississippi Valley.
Well, we start off slow. We start off playing their tempo and not moving the ball. In the second half, the defense picked up. Our shots started falling. I got great help off the bench. Deshaun Dyson, he came in and did a great job. I thought that it was nice to see Joe get going. That's the Joe French that we all know, and that's who we need, Joe, to make those type of shots.
Coach, in this league, home wins are crucial. Everybody's got a whole serve at home. Just talk about coming off the road, getting that first SWAC home road.
You know, whether it's the NBA or anywhere, if you win the majority of your home games, you steal a few on the road, you're going to have a good season. So protecting your house is extremely important. Even when you have a team that comes in and plays zone the entire game, it makes it difficult because you can't really get a rhythm. But we have a lot of nice zone plays. We got a lot of things we can do. Just getting used to playing against the zone is always important. But again, a great win for us. And again, you have to win your home games. And you know, our crowd, we have the best atmosphere in the SWAC. So our crowd is always going to be like our sixth man for us on the floor.
Coach, talk about the play of, you already mentioned Joe tonight. Just talk about his play. Zion, kind of the zone seemed like it got to him a little bit. His shot wasn't falling. The three ball wasn't hitting, but you got great play from Joe tonight. Some other guys coming off the bench. Just talk about being able to have that rotation.
You know, the thing that I talk about, and I tell them, I actually told them this story. I said, on every team I've ever played on, I was probably the leading scorer. I also led the team in assists. But every night wasn't my night. The other night, Zion got 30. All right, Joe didn't get that. Tonight, this was Joe. So you got to feed the guy that's on. You got to move the ball to the guy in the rhythm. And you have to, everybody has a job to do. So when you have a job to do, if you're not on, if you're not getting the shots you want, then you have to play defense. You got to get to the line. You got to handle the ball. There's always something you can do to help your team win.
Coach, the ebb and flow of this game. You were up, you were down, you were up, you were down. Just talk about how that's going to be pretty much every night in this league. This is a tough league.
You know, people don't understand the SWAC is very tough.
Yes.
The conference is a super tough conference to play in. All the games are close. They did a good job. Whether you like playing against zone or not, they slow the ball down, and that makes you play their tempo. So that makes it tough. But every game, I mean, if you look at the teams that are in the top of the conference, I bet their wins mostly are within 5 to 6 points.
Coach, Terry Collins had a big night for them tonight, but then you were able to get some crucial stops on him late. And then obviously some guys that you were used to having seen last year, a couple of UAPB transfers from Mississippi Valley. Just talk about being able to stop them late and then making that crucial run.
Well, Collins had a good first half. And, when you talk about Lucas coming in the game, playing the 5 spot at 6'10", that gave us a little more mobility for him. You know, took James out, who's not as mobile. So now Lucas can guard everybody on the floor, and we can switch easily. So that gave us a real advantage in the second half.
Coach, what kind of momentum does this give you going into Monday night against UAPB?
Well, we dropped the 2 on the road. Right now we're 2-2. So every home game is important. If you can't understand that, if you can't get up for your home games, then I can't help you.
Coach, you already talked about it. It's a tough league. How do you continue to stress that to your guys to say, hey, look, this was a big one. Another big one's coming up. Another one's coming up. Just talk about how you stress it to them and don't overlook anyone.
I tell our guys all the time, I yell, I scream, I pat them on the back. I'm the biggest critic and the biggest cheerleader for them. When the game's over, the game's over. I'm already thinking about Monday, and that's the most important thing. This is the fun part of the season. You get to play every few days. So being motivated, it's something that as a player and as a person, you have to be a self-starter. You have to be a self-motivator. I'll do my job, but you have to bring yours too.
Hey, Coach Reggie Theus. Coach, good win over Mississippi Valley tonight. We appreciate you.
Thank you.